Okay, everyone. Everything looks like it's coming out okay. Let's keep moving. So we have an area on this side of the camp to still explore. So we're going to do that with Alistar in tow. Oh, speaking of Alistar, we're going to take a quick peek at him and see if we have any better gear for him. I don't think we do. No, we do not. Okay. In the past, I think I had gotten lucky to find like a dwarven short sword somewhere for him this early on, but not this time around. Again, all the items in the chests and crates and whatnot are random, so or I missed an item or searchable that I normally would have found.
In the name of Andraste, I bless you today. May you find favor in the Maker's eyes. So let it be.
Greetings. You must be the third recruit we've heard about.
Yes, I'm Galvin.
Sir Jury is my name. I hail from Redcliffe, where I served as knight under the command of Arlayman. You have the bearing of a man who knows how to fight. If I may ask, were you a soldier before you came here?
I'm a mage, not a soldier.
I had heard mages join, but, well, I had not, that is...
I'm not going to hurt you. Oh no, this is all kind of... mages aren't that frightening.
Yes, I apologize. I have always found magic unnerving. I should be pleased that in this case it will be on our side. I suppose since you're finally here, I'd best get back to Duncan. I shall see you there.
Yes?
Tell me a little bit about yourself.
As I said, I was trained as a Templar before Duncan recruited me about 6 months ago. The Chantry raised me. And becoming a Templar was a decision made for me a long time ago. Duncan saw I wasn't happy, and figured my training against mages could double for fighting Darkspawn. Now, here I stand, a proud Grey Warden. The Grand Cleric wouldn't have let me go if Duncan never forced the issue. I'll always be grateful to him.
You speak fondly of Duncan.
I spent years in that Chantry, hopelessly resigned to my fate. Duncan was the first person who cared what I wanted. He risked a lot of trouble with the Grand Cleric to help me.
You didn't want to join the Chantry then?
It just wasn't for me. I believe in the Maker well enough, but I never wanted to devote my life to the Chantry.
I don't have anything else to ask.
Then let's get a move on, shall we?
Oh, prisoners here. Oh, I remember this. Okay.
Huh. Someone finally comes and talks to the lone prisoner. I don't suppose you've come to sentence me?
No, I haven't.
I don't suppose you have a bit of kindness in you? All I want is food and water. They haven't fed me since I was locked up and I'm starving.
Tell me why you're in there first.
I'm a deserter. Or so they think. I bet there's no arguing them out of it, though. Armies are funny that way.
Did you desert?
I wasn't deserting. But when you catch someone sneaking around camp in the middle of the night, what else are you gonna think? Does it matter? All I want is a bit of food and water.
If you weren't deserting, why sneak around the camp?
Oh, I would have deserted eventually. Just not then. I was stealing, not sneaking out of the camp. I got one of those wizards drunk and took his key. It belongs to a chest they got here, full of magical treasures. In fact, I still have it. I can't use it from here, but I'd trade you for some food and water.
They didn't find the key when they arrested you.
I swallowed it. But it's, come back into my possession since then, so to speak.
Ah, yes. Well, I'll see what I can do.
Just ask my guard for his. He's still got some dinner. I saw him put it in his coat.
A hungry deserter.
Lucky dog. You Grey Wardens get to ride with the king while I'm left with the drudgery of guarding this deserter. They should have just hanged him. Put his head on a pike as an example.
Seems like a waste for you to guard him all day.
I can't just let him go, can I? The army will figure out what to do with him. Probably just waiting for someone important to make a decision. Then they'll hang him, I expect. And I can go and do something else.
Why did he want to desert?
Why does anyone want to desert? Because he thinks he's going to die and he's a bloody coward, that's why. Either that or he's been listening to a bunch of hogwash about how the Darkspawn will drag you off and eat you.
I had a chat with him, actually.
Don't expect it was an enlightening conversation.
He asked for some food and water.
Did he now? Since nobody sends me nothing to feed him with, the only way we'll get that is if I give him mine.
So you miss one meal. This man could be hanged soon.
All right, all right. I guess the poor fella could stand to have one meal in his belly before he hangs. Don't know why you care. I had nothing to do with it, though. If anyone asks why he's burping, I'm gonna say it was you. Just so you know.
Fair enough.
So? Brought me some food, have you? I'm so hungry I could faint dead away.
Here's some food.
Much obliged. May Andraste herself rain blessings upon you. And, as I mentioned, here's the key. Use it in good health, huh?
Huh. Considering where that came from, let's hope we're not the only ones in good health.
Alistair approves, +1. So, I didn't go over this really quick, but our characters here, our companions, have an approval rating. It goes up and down depending upon the actions that you do. If it reaches all the way up here, they'll get a bonus to their combat skills. I don't know what happens if it reaches down into the hated area.
Sorry, the main army camp is off limits for you right now.
You may not want to remain here long, Warden. Most of these men have been tainted by the Darkspawn blood.
It hurts so much. You need to convince them. We've got to run. The Darkspawn are coming.
There are Grey Wardens here, you know.
The Grey Wardens will die. The King will die. We'll all die.
I apologize, Warden. He's been like this ever since they found him in the wilds.
What's wrong with him?
Aside from his wounds, we're not sure. His blood is untainted. He's just terrified.
You can feel it, can't you? They taint the land, turn it black and sick. Oh, you can feel it inside. They'll come out of that forest and spread. Like caterpillars covering a tree. They'll swallow us whole.
That's quite enough out of you. You need to calm yourself, my good man.
They were everywhere. I saw them.
Doesn't sound too good. That's the entrance to the Kukari Wilds, if I remember correctly. Yes, so we'll be back there soon. I see the elf way over there. Hello, miss.
How do you do?
Good. We're gonna actually run over here to grab this one. And run back over here and walk some more. There's a knight standing here all alone. Hello, good sir.
May the Maker preserve us all. They say the Darkspawn horde has grown larger.
You there. Elf, what's your name?
Oh, it's Pick, sir.
Go tell Turn Logain that the war party's ready to begin scouting. We'll send word if we find anything amiss.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
What do you need? You haven't brought more instructions from the town, I hope.
No, I haven't.
If you're not from the town, what do you want? We're busy.
You don't look like the other soldiers in the army.
We aren't. We're Ash Warriors.
What's an Ash Warrior?
Our training has been passed down since Lotaeri the Dwarf Son first harnessed the battle rage of the dwarves. It is an old tale.
Can I hear this old tale?
I am no bard, but I will do my best. Lotaeri was a plain tribesman. Some said he was too short to be a warrior, but he was strong and fierce. His chieftain sent him to the dwarves of Orzammar to negotiate an alliance, where he fell in love with the king's daughter, Skya, and brought her back to his tribe. She taught Lotaeri to use the dwarven battle wrath to summon his strength and ignore all pain. Lotaeri then taught this to the clan, who made him their chieftain.
What happened to him?
Lotaeri's prowess earned him the love of Morrigannon, a beautiful chieftain of another tribe. When Skya learned of his seduction, she returned to her people. Lotaeri was grieved. He sent Morrigannon away, but this only vexed her, and began a long war between their tribes. In the end, Lotaeri slew Morrigannon in single combat. However, his wounds were great, and he perished when the rage ended. The dwarves came from Orzammar that day, and gave Lotaeri an honored burial in the mountains. We live by his teachings, even today.
An interesting legend. Thank you for telling me.
It was an honor.
So, what does an Ash Warrior do?
We harness the rage inside us, nurture it, and draw it out so we cannot fall in battle until our last foe is slain. It is a dwarven discipline, but we've adapted it to let us fight alongside our hounds. That is our way. I trust my hound with my life, as he trusts me with his.
Why have you painted your dogs?
They use scent to distinguish us from our enemies, but the blood of battle can confuse them. So we paint ourselves with caddis, which overpowers the blood, and also paint our hounds so they know we are the same.
Ah, gotcha. I should be going.
My thanks. There is hunting to be done, and I'll not be kept from it.
Looks like everyone's here. Let's do this.
You found Alistair, did you? Good. I'll assume you're ready to begin preparations. Assuming, of course, that you're quite finished riling up mages, Alistair.
What can I say? The revered mother ambushed me. The way she wields guilt, they should stick her in the army.
She forced you to sass the mage, did she? We cannot afford to antagonize anyone, Alistair. We don't need to give anyone more ammunition against us.
You're right, Duncan. I apologize.
Now then, since you're all here, we can begin. You four will be heading into the Korcari Wilds to perform 2 tasks. The first is to obtain 3 vials of Darkspawn blood, 1 for each recruit.
And what's the second task?
There was once a Grey Warden archive in the wilds, abandoned long ago when we could no longer afford to maintain such remote outposts. It has recently come to our attention that some scrolls have been left behind, magically sealed to protect them. Alistair, I want you to retrieve these scrolls if you can.
What kind of scrolls are these?
Old treaties, if you're curious. Promises of support made to the Grey Wardens long ago. They were once considered only formalities. With so many having forgotten their commitments to us, I suspect it may be a good idea to have something to remind them with.
And what if they're no longer there?
It's possible the scrolls may have been destroyed or even stolen, though the seal's magic should have protected them. Only a Grey Warden can break such a seal.
I don't understand. Why leave such things in a ruin if they're so valuable?
It was assumed that we would someday return. A great many things were assumed that have not held true.
How will we find this archive?
It will be an overgrown ruin by now, but the sealed chest should remain intact. Alistair will guide you to the area you need to search.
So, find the archive and 3 vials of blood. Understood.
Watch over your charges, Alistair. Return quickly and safely.
We will.
Then may the Maker watch over your path. I will see you when you return.
Okay, everyone. Let's head out into the Kokari Wilds. Oh, I'm going to do some tactic management. I shall be right back. Okay, everyone. Looks pretty good. Let's head out there. Oh, and I'm not going to use myself as a leader. We're going to be sticking with Alistar in the front. At least at the moment.
Hail. I'm told you all have business in the wilds. The gate's open for you. Just be careful out there. Even a Grey Warden won't be safe in the forest tonight.
Okay, everyone. Let's get started on our adventure in the Kokari Wilds. Actually, before I take another step, I think we're going to switch to Davith as our leader. Yep, because he can stealth. So he's a rogue. He doesn't have lockpick, but we can use him to scout ahead and see stuff like this. Oh, hello. We detected? No. Maybe. Okay, it's kind of weird. The tools aren't actually doing anything. This will give me a chance to set down a trap. Change Alistair to default behavior. And to move some of us forward to gain aggro on those wolves. Awesome. That was pretty easy.
They can't see you, they can't kill you.
And now we get to do it again. There's several other wolves up ahead that we did not pull when we pulled that other group. So let's get everyone into position. Jory back here. Alistar can move here. I'll search the bodies once I'm done with this. We're going to put down our glyph now. Davith can move. Oh, up. Good. And let's pin this one. Alright, let's move up now.
Come, let us end this. Dead yet?
Oh, right, we're down. Stun that wolf. Alright, everyone's kind of out of position. We'll shock both of them. Alistair, I can turn around and attack this one with a stun. Awesome! Wow, nice! Good victory for us. Not too tough. And wolves have wolf pelts. The pelt of a forest wolf. I think they're worth like 2 silver each. Now, as a heads up, the creatures here, sure, they're containers. Nice, lesser lyrium potion. Just like all the normal containers, the loot they drop is random, but it is appropriate for the level at which you are doing this. So, as this story continues, the game world's going to be opening up and allowing us to go to different places. But on that same note, we don't have to do them in the order the game would wrong term really to use, but in the order the game would like us to do it. We can do it whatever order we wish. As such, we will find different types of gear and different strengths of gear depending upon when we do certain areas. I see a sparkler. I'm going to go check on that. This area obviously will be mostly the same because you can't really do this area out of order. Right now we're still following the yellow brick road. I think that's the proper response. We're supposed to, the proper statement. Way to phrase that. Missionary Jogby.
Very well.
Looks like he didn't make it. A personal letter. And I think this is a quest codex entry, so we're going to go ahead and read it. And that would be over here in quest related. My dearest son, it pleases me that you wish to follow in my footsteps and bring the Maker's word to the unenlightened. I do wish you had chosen a less dangerous place to do so. Apologies for leaving early for the wild, son, but I wanted to set up camp and get things started. The Chasnid respect one with survival skills in the wilds, so I hoped to get a grip on that before you arrived, and maybe establish an agreement with the local tribes so we had friends when you came. When you reach the wilds, you'll find it difficult to navigate. I've listed certain landmarks below. If you follow them, they will lead you to a location I've scouted out, where I've left you some supplies. If you're lost, try to get back to that spot, and I'll find you. The landmarks are as follows, beginning at the entrance to the wilds from Osagar. Look for a tree leaning on a ruined building. Pass under the fallen tree bridge. Pass a submerged tower on the right. Look between a high ruined arc and a mossy standing stone. Walk along the path of roots and stones. Look for 2 large statues with a chest between them. There you will find our meeting point. I love you, Jogby, my son. I hope to see you soon. Your father, Rigby. So Jogby didn't make it when he arrived here. Oh, it's like someone's alive.
Over here. Who is that? Grey Wardens?
Well, he's not half as dead as he looks, is he?
My scouting band was attacked by Darkspawn. They came out of the ground. Please help me. I've got to return to camp.
Let's try to bandage him up at least.
I have bandages in my pack.
Thank you. I've got to get out of here.
Did you hear? An entire patrol of seasoned men killed by Darkspawn.
Calm down, Sir Jory. We'll be fine if we're careful.
Those soldiers were careful, and they were still overwhelmed. How many Darkspawn can the 4 of us slay? A dozen? 100? There's an entire army in these forests.
There are Darkspawn about, but we're in no danger of walking into the bulk of the Horde.
How do you know? I'm not a coward, but this is foolish and reckless. We should go back.
Overcoming these dangers is part of our test.
That's true.
Know this. All Grey Wardens can sense Darkspawn. Whatever their cunning, I guarantee they won't take us by surprise. That's why I'm here.
You see, Sir Knight, we might die, but we'll be warned about it first.
That is reassuring.
That doesn't mean I'm here to make this easy, however. So let's get a move on.
We should keep an eye out for other plants and such we can interact with. And there will be Darkspawn ambushes in this area, if I remember correctly. We'll hear them before we see them, though. Oh! Speaking of Darkspawn, actually, looks like there's some right in front of us. And this is an ambush that we can see. Oh, and there's a flower growing and glowing over there. Alright, so we're going to set ourselves up back a little bit and see if we can not get that entire group to attack us. So a big part of this game, if I remember correctly, was setting up yourself so that you never had to fight more than you absolutely needed to before a battle begins. Oh, no, 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 no. Stop, stop, stop. Don't run forward.
They can't see you, they can't kill you.
To that end,
Shall be done.
do something like this, and we'll see if we can't pull one of these guys. Otter only Paycheck is broken when it's attacked. Alright, so the other ones are still aggroed on us. We're going to be forced to deal with them. So we're going to select all of us and target one of them and move out to attack them.
On my gun.
Say your prayers!
It's begun.
Okay, awesome work, everybody. You won. 51 copper on that one Genlock. Oh, there's some more over that way. They don't see us at the moment, though. This Genlock Archer had a vial of Darkspawn blood and 51 copper. And there's a plant up here. I think this is Deathroot? Deathroot. Deathroot is used to make poisons, if I remember correctly. And another flower. I think this is what we need to heal the Mabari back at camp.
I shall do it.
Alright, cool. So we'll bring that back to camp, to the Houndmaster, Kennel's Master, when we return. And we should be using Alistar in the front, who does not need shield cover enabled at the moment. The bodies will fade away over time. I believe the game does that so it doesn't have to keep rendering them. And let's look around for anything else this way. I think we're gonna swing this direction. Though there is a dead body of a Hurlock over here. We probably have some of these in our codex to read about as well, but I'm gonna try to read the codex only in a separate playlist. And speaking of the Codex, we know about this place a little bit if you've been listening to the lore. This was the remains of the one Arling's holdings, which fell into the ruins of the swamp when that one Chazan barbarian cursed them. So we had some money and another vial of Darkspawn blood there. So this looks a lot like where I live too. And again, everything looks like where I live because I'm in New Jersey. And this place is a vast swamp. We have some elf root up ahead on the left. Anyone can pluck elf root. You can only really use it to make potions, though, if you are an herbalist. And Galvin started with 1 rank in that, which will prove somewhat helpful. Well, speaking of that, what is Alistar, by the way? He's got expert combat training. 3 ranks in this, too. Wow. So, he gets a small bonus to attack. That's his chance to hit. He has access to 3rd tier weapon talent. And mages can take more damage from attack before it interrupts their spellcasting. Davith can use poisons and has 2 ranks in combat. Jory has 3 ranks in combat, and I am, as you see, that. I think in 2 levels I'll get another point to place in those talents. Because I think I just got one. Ooh, hello, squirrel. Tents, I see enemies. Okay, we're gonna stand here. Let's set ourselves up again for this.
As you say. They can't see you, they can't kill you.
Let's see if we can pull only some of them. I see 1, 2, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of them.
Oh. Look, Darkspawn.
Oh, I was detected, I think. Oh wow, here they all come. We have 4 incoming right away. nice use of mind. I leveled in the middle of combat. Excellent. That's a full mana restore. Davith, you are hurt. No, no, no. Come on, everybody. Attack him.
There is no glory in bloodshed.
Yes, there is. That's the glory actually is, Galvin. We need to move up.
No quarter shall be given.
Is that all of them? Whew! Wow, we took a pounding there, but we won. Good for us, and we didn't have to use any potions either. Alright, let's start searching the bodies. We'll spend the level up point. Actually, let's spend the level up first. So I remember my last choices. I think this time I'm going to take 2 in magic and 1 in willpower. I think we need 23 magic to take a tier 3 spell. Next level, we'll put more points in cunning and constitution and whatnot. We'll probably go magic, cunning, and constitution. Or maybe magic, cunning, and willpower, we'll see. So that's good. So let's go next. And for a skill, I think I wanted to work toward telekinetic weapons. So that means I'm going to have to take force field first. And telekinetic weapons requires a 23 in magic in order to take it. Okay, so force field. So this is a really useful spell. It can be used either offensively or defensively. When put on someone, that person can't take any damage but can't do anything for a certain amount of time. I forget how long it lasts. I think about like 10 to 15 seconds. It's really useful for taking an enemy out of the fight or for protecting someone on my side that is taking a lot of damage very quickly. And whom I don't want to use a healing potion, but still want him to be attacked by enemies for a little bit. We have a lot of bodies to search in here.
Very well.
Rigby's field journal. What does it say? A journal with notes on the Chazan barbarians. A mud idol, which gives us 10% cold resistance, and a large wooden round shield. So that Signs of the Chazan will be the quest codex entry, so we'll read it here. Signs of the Chaznid, or Chazand. The Chazan barbarians are nothing if not clever. They have hidden markers and signs in the arrangements of stones and rubble along the paths of the wilds. In this way, they mark trails, note places of interest, and even give warnings in a way that outsiders cannot understand. Interestingly, these markers look indistinguishable from a regular pile of stones. I have dedicated my time to deciphering these signs, and I believe I am close to a breakthrough. The trail markers seem to point to a hoard or a location used for secret storage among the Chaznid. I have only found a portion of the message, however. I think that if I could complete the message, find all of the trail markers, I could find this cache and see what treasure the Chaznid have to hide. I have found one such marker near this camp, under a fallen tree leaning against the ruins, which is also a point where we need to start our quest from. Each marker seems to point to one or two others, the quest to find some items for Rigby's son Jogby, who didn't make it this far. I hear rumors that a Darkspawn horde is coming. I hope I can find this treasure before it's too late. Well, no offense, Rigby, but I hope you didn't find it, because we could certainly use that.
Here.
And we got a mark right there for what we need to find. So let's take a quick peek at this. Oh, we'll search the bodies as we walk back the other direction. I think when we click on this sign, there it is. Another sign will appear some other place. Now these are, as you see, really tough to see. Actually, technically, it's just a spot. Oh, that was a really dumb thing to say. They're all just spots. What I mean by that is it doesn't glow. I don't think there's anything to really give it away. You just have to kind of roll your mouse around until you find it.
Off I go.
46 copper, and another vial of dark root blood. Let's see. This will do it for us. Now we could still find additional vials of Darkspawn blood, which makes me wonder, why are the Darkspawn carrying vials of their own blood on them? Well, we won't think about that too much. In any case, we could find additional ones, but they won't do anything for us, unfortunately. We can't sell them either, to my knowledge.
Very well.
Oh wow, a real lyrium potion. I don't have any of these. Oh, that's not true. I have 3. Okay, well, we'll put them down there. Let's put our greater one down there, too.
Right.
You know what we should do? We should look at Alistar really quick, because we don't actually know too much about him. So here's Alistar. He is a Templar and a Warrior. So Templar is his advanced class. Warrior is his normal class. If you look at his skills... S... What is this? Here, journal, inventory, skills. This is what I want. So he is a Templar. He has Righteous Strike. Templars are enforcers, specifically chosen to control mages and slay abominations. Each of the Templars' melee hits against an enemy spellcaster drains its mana. Very useful. And he's powerful. Through training and hard work, the warrior has gained greater health and reduced the fatigue penalty for wearing armor. And it looks like he has shield block, shield cover, shield bash, and shield pummel. So this knocks someone on the ground. This stuns someone after doing a small combo on them. Shield block... It improves the character's guard, so... Oh, nice. Enemies can no longer flank the character on the shield-carrying side. And shield cover, which reduces the damage he takes from ranged attacks when he's activated that skill. And we're going over this direction to search the bodies that we left behind. There's also another Chaznid sign up here. Let's go get that first. And where is it? Let's see if I can find it. Oh, there it was. I just lost it. There it is again. Gotcha.
What's that?
That is a Chaznid sign, Alistar. No others are on our map at the moment, so they must be in areas we haven't explored yet. So we'll search these bodies and go back the way we came. And if we're gonna go loop around this way, like this, and see what else is in this circuit. I didn't see the chest we were looking for in that group of ruins. This Hurlock has a vial of Darkspawn blood, which is useless to us, a Fluorospar, this uncut stone is the color of honey, and a lyrium potion. All the treasure on these guys is random, by the way, so finding a real lyrium potion is quite a nice find. Oh wow, another one. Oh my goodness, this is awesome. I think lyrium potions, I think they're what, like 5 or 10 silver for a normal one? That is a very nice thing to find. Much better than finding like 52 copper pieces. And they'll sell for more than 52 copper pieces as well if we really wanted the money that badly. But hopefully it won't come down to that. This isn't unfortunately Betrayal at Krondor or any game of that sort where you can just strip the enemy of all their gear and sell it for cash. It's kind of a shame. Did we miss anything back here? I think we did. It hurts to check. No, nothing sparkly at least. Looks like another elf route is up ahead. Oop, I have a log in the way. So this was where we needed to start our journey to find... Oh! You see these guys up here? I do. So we're gonna go back to getting ready for combat. Jory, move over here. Davith.
They can't see you, they can't kill you.
Am I really stealth? Yes, I am. Okay. Let's see if we can... Oh, okay, there's a giant one over here. These things are called Hurlocks, I think? Hurlocks and Genlocks. We weren't detected. Let's see if we can't hit this guy. I'm gonna take a hit or two, Davith. If you don't. Ow! Oh! A little too early. Oh, nice, we still got him. There's one selected. And go! I need to move up. So I need to move there. Oh yeah, you can't stealth once combat has started. You are stuck. Okay, I need to click on me. I'm going to use my new force field on that one. Let's stun them all.
Be victorious!
Jory, attack that one. I'll start you do the same.
Be wary! Your weapon!
Nice work, everybody.
Yes.
His reactions will change as we gain more favor with him. He won't sound nearly as bored, I suspect.
All right.
An acid flask. When thrown, this flask splashes acid, dealing nature damage to all creatures it hits. Now, to use this, to use that item, where are you? Acid flask. Requires someone to know how to make poisons, or how to handle them without setting them off, I suppose. So Alistar cannot use this, for example. But we can give it to Davith. There we go, see? And he'll be able to use it. Oh, speaking of our companions, by the way, let's talk to one of them really quick.
I am ready.
Jory, you said you were from Redcliffe.
I hail from Redcliffe, but Duncan recruited me in Highover, a city off the northern coast. Have you traveled there?
No, never.
I was in Arlayman's retinue when he attended King Maric's funeral. It was in Highover that I met my Helena. I was smitten. She has the most beautiful eyes, my Helena. Now, for years, I found any excuse to return there. We married a year ago. Arlayman gave me leave to serve in Highover, but I was attempting to persuade Helena to come to Redcliffe with me, at least until I was recruited.
How did the Grey Wardens find you?
Last month, Duncan visited Highover, and the band held a tournament in his honor. I won the Grand Melee. It was hard to leave my wife. We married only a year ago, and she is heavy with child now. But Ferelden needs my blade, and I shall not falter.
What do you think of Duncan?
He has a seemingly impossible task, with a scarce handful of Grey Wardens, yet he does not complain or flinch from his duty.
What do you think we should do now?
We should find those documents. Although if they were so important, why leave them out here?
Let's go.
Indeed.
Doesn't really hurt anyone leaving them out here. Oop, and I want Alistar to be first. Now, we won't need that activated. And did that Hurlock leave anything for us that we killed? I do not see a body, so I'm going to go with no. Still nothing on the Chasnid marker path. Let's try going down here. Nice place, by the way. Oh, there's the tree bridge. Okay, we're getting close to it. I hear an ambush. say they're all dead, Galvin. I would say we have the advantage. We have nothing to worry about. Unless they're health poultice. That's awesome. I'm sorry, I'm going to make fun of myself here, Galvin, every time he says something in character when it's inappropriate. Or maybe, perhaps it is very appropriate. We must indeed gain the advantage, but I would imagine we have it. Oh, nice, there it is. No others are on the map. Did we pick up that elf root all the way back there? I think we did. If I remember right, we'll be going back there because we're going to get another kind of find this thing quest out here, which will lead us back to the ruins we just passed. Now, I did not see the chest we were looking for over there. I mean, there was a chest, but it didn't have any documents in it, nor was it magically sealed. So I'm going to go with that wasn't what we needed to find. That must be the mossy stone that was talking about earlier. Chasnet trail sign right here. Here's the bridge that we need to find of roots and stones. So we found where we need to go in order to find that one Chasnet treasure. Or, that's right, Rigby's treasure. And I see some wolves. So, Galvin, why don't we put some paralysis over there. And we're just going to fight these wolves straight out. Make it a little more epic. Let's go, guys. Whoa, no, nope. Not what you needed to do. What the heck are you doing? There we go. Okay, I'll hit that with the hills. I can force field myself to be perfectly immune to all attacks for a little bit, like that. There's one left apparently. That is a alpha wolf. I don't know why everyone else just decided to stop. Any last words, Mr. Wolf?
There is no glory in bloodshed.
I'm pretty sure that's exactly what glory is, Galvin. It's bloodshed and combat. All right, we got a wolf pelt. Another wolf pelt. Another wolf pelt. Yes, we're skinning them alive while right here. And another wolf pelt. And we can't make it up over that. There we go. And it looks like the alpha wolf didn't drop anything. That's a shame. How are we doing on space? Oh, we still have plenty of space. The higher ranking creatures have a better chance of dropping higher ranking items for us. Better treasure and whatnot. It's a shame the Alpha Wolf didn't have anything for us today.
Done.
A letter, a personal letter, that is first. That will be another quest codex item. Sorry, a journal entry. My dear son Jogby, I fear this is the last letter I will write you. I have had difficulty finding the Chasnid to bring them the Maker's Word. I have, however, seen evidence of their passing. They appear to have left this area in great haste, possibly fleeing the so-called Darkspawn that are rumored to be gathering in the wilds in ever greater numbers. I have left you a weapon and everything else I can spare, my son. I will try to find you once I have found a safe place. I only hope that you will be safe. With luck, we will meet again. If you see her, tell your mother that I love her, and take care of our family. Your loving father, Rigby. We also have a Chasnid flat blade and heavy chainmail gloves. So let's look at this stuff. So Alistar. So these gloves are slightly better at 0.1 armor. They require more strength to wear, but they also increases fatigue by 0.44%. If I equip them, I also lose my set bonus. But I do gain 1 more point of armor. Now I don't know what the set bonus does. I'm going to have to look that up online when I'm done with this game. In fact, I'm tempted to take a break just to compress files and see how this is coming out. But anyway, in any case, I'm not giving Alistar those items. But we will take a look at Jory. He's currently using chainmail gloves. Now he'll lose the set bonus as well if he equips the heavy chainmail. But this weapon is better than his current greatsword. Looks like it does 1.1 more damage with a 15% better chance to crit and 0.45 armor pen. Then it additionally has 1 armor penetration and a 1% melee increased chance. No reason not to take it on him. Let's recross this bridge, then I'll save the game, and we'll take a break and see how this is coming out so far. It's been a lot of fun to play this again. It's a little bit easier than I remember it being. I must have been not doing this so tactfully the first time, I suppose. That's also one of our quests completed, was finding that thing, I think. Not that's related to our Darkspawn blood gathering. Okay, this is as good as any to see how things are coming out. Everyone, I'll be back. I'm just going to check how the recording is coming out and compress some files down. I will see you in a few seconds.